Good morning, Warrior. Today we're going to be talking about what HelloFresh has to do with fitness motivations with you going forward. And I don't mean like HelloFresh like the quote-unquote easy way to cook your meals. I mean like just like using HelloFresh as a metaphor, analogy for getting and staying motivated for fitness. So it's Coach Bill here, WarriorResults.com, helping men, I guess anybody that wants to learn how to gain muscle, lose weight, and stay motivated for fitness. Keep staying motivated for fitness. On the way to my gym, not my where I work out my clients. On the way there right now, I got up this morning, and I don't know how we all have like the first 5-10 minutes of the day, like we always do the same things over and over. For me, I go to the bathroom, and after going to the bathroom, I step on the scale, weigh myself, whip out the phone, and log my weight into MyFitnessPal, and then I go number 2. I don't know if this might be too much information for you, to TMI. And then when I'm on doing number 2, we'll say go to the bathroom. I whip open my bank app and check what the bank balance is. See if there's. I used to be really, really broke. This has nothing really to do with the going forward, but I used to be really, really broke, and so I would have random stuff taken on my account, and so it's just kind of a thing from me used to being really, really broke to waking up and seeing what withdrawals got taken out, and then I would that was one of the habits I set into place, because I would go weeks without checking my bank balance because I was so scared of that number. I just had so much anxiety about that number. So anyways, I was checking out the bank balance, and HelloFresh took out a payment, and I canceled it, and they took out a payment anyways, and I was really, really mad. I was kind of dude, I canceled you, and you took out, you can skip a week with HelloFresh when it comes up. I didn't quite cancel it, but you can skip weeks, and so that's what I did, and they still took out money anyways. It's fine, there's enough in there, but I was still kind of mad because I'm I didn't want this. We got plenty of food at home. I don't need another box being sent. So then that got me thinking. So HelloFresh, so it's me and my wife. We tried getting pregnant this year. It failed miserably. We've had a lot of fertility problems going forward. That's not the topic of today's talk. But so it's just me and my wife. So we order a HelloFresh for two people, and it is for 2 people, 3 meals. It's $60 after our free ones. Our free ones were up a while ago, so it works out to $10 a plate, and that's expensive. I don't know where you're from, but for us, I can cook a meal for me and my wife for $2 each of us, and it's really, really good, but it's on the expensive side. It's less expensive than you would be. It's restaurant style food in your house. But here's the thing: it shows up, and you got to make it. They bring you the food, but then I got to make it. It ends up being really high in fat because they have you add a lot of butter, a lot of sour cream, and I don't like that much fat in the diet. I'm not. I found out my body doesn't like the fats, and then on top of it, I have to dirty a whole bunch more dishes. So it doesn't really save me time. The calling card of HelloFresh is, it saves you time, saves you energy, super easy, convenient. It's not really. And it's expensive. So I'm gonna go ahead and cancel it going forward. I'm I make an average grocery trip a week anyways, 1 to 2 times. So I'm at the groceries already, so it's not really benefiting me by having HelloFresh. The food is nice. There's been some new things that we've found out. It's kind of new meal experiences. But here's what this has to do with fitness motivations. You kind of got to have that going on in the back of your mind of, is this worth it or not for you showing up to your workouts, okay? So right now I got a relationship with HelloFresh, in quotes there, relationship. And right now this relationship is not very beneficial to me. It's kind of like you got a scale, you got the pros and cons, and you start stacking these pros, and eventually like you're going to do it, right? Versus cons. If you start stacking those cons, like what's in it for you? You do all that. So I just kind of outlined for you the things going against HelloFresh, and we talked about that already, versus the things going for it, against it, for it. Decision to cancel, not cancel. I'm not thrilled, so that's a big hit. I'm not thrilled that they took out, maybe it's my mistake, but it's still, they don't make it very convenient to. I've had at times where I skipped a week, and then all of a sudden time flies by and I go check my account like I do every morning. I'm like, oh man, like they took out another $60. And like, because I would forget about skipping it. And they have that worked into their model. Like they know that going forward. And I'm not, so the other con against it is the price. And I'm always hungry afterwards too. Like it's a lot of, it's pretty a lot of money. But I'm a big eater, being a weightlifter, being an exerciser, worker outer. And I like my protein. And if you order it with more protein, like they'll charge it like $4 or $5 more for like one serving of protein. I'm like, come on, really? And so it's like, so I'm always like, I get done eating it and I only had about 15 grams of protein per serving. I'm like, I need more protein than this. I need to have at least 30, 40. So I'll end up making my own protein going forward. So it's not really even really making me work for it. So one of the things you need to ask yourself as you're showing up to the gym is this worth it or not? So first you start off with, what are your feelings towards working out, towards fitness? Is it on the 1 to 5 scale? And if it's like a 1, that means you hate it, 5 being you love it, where are you on that scale? If you're like a 1 or a 2, eventually you're gonna fail out. Things are gonna get in the way of your workout. It's just not that enjoyable. You need to switch up what you're doing for your workout to make it more enjoyable. Find a modality that works for you. I just mentioned earlier, I lift weights. I push those weights around. For me, I'm in love with progress. I'm in love with growth. So seeing those numbers go up each week, like last week it was 3 reps, this week it's 4. 6 months ago it was I've gone up 10 pounds on my bench press from 6 months ago. Like that's what's thrilling to me, seeing more weight, more reps, and that's the thing that keeps me moving forward. If I had to show up to the gym each day and it was like cardio, like just going on the bike or walking on the treadmill or doing the elliptical, I would not like it. That would be like a 1 for me. Now, if I figured it out where I got to watch TV, I got to watch sports, I got to watch whatever it is I want to watch at the gym that I love doing, then that would raise it to like about a 3, and I could get by with it. Do you see how if you go into it, you don't like it, and you add this stuff to it to make it more enjoyable, how that can kind of raise your score? Because it's all about showing up, to be honest with you. The fitness motivation side, the biggest thing is getting your workout done, okay? How can you rig the game so that way you're punished by not showing up and you're rewarded for showing up, okay? Like we just talked about earlier, you show up and you get to watch your TV shows. Like there's this one TV show you really, really love. Right now I'm watching, I don't want to say I really, really love it. It's just kind of a sunk cost at this point. Walking Dead, I'm watching season 11. And I've watched all the seasons. I was like a huge fan of it in the beginning. In the last 4 years or so, I've just been kind of like, oh, well. But it's like, you got sort of attached to these characters, even though most of them are dead or moved on. So it's just kind of like, it's the 11th season, so I'm like, let's just see what happens. But let's say I was super attached to that. The Disney Plus show right now is Hawkeye. Love it. I know how I've loved all the Disney Plus shows so far for Marvel and the Marvel world. If I rigged the game so that way the only way I could watch the weekly episode of Marvel, so let's see, there's been WandaVision, Winter Soldier, and Falcon Winter Soldier, There's been What If. I think I'm missing one, aren't I? What If has been in there. Loved it. I loved it. The What If. It was pretty good. I love it. And then now it's Hawkeye. I'm forgetting one that's in there. But they come out every week, Wednesdays or Fridays. Oh, Loki. Forgot about Loki. And loved Loki show. But if the only way I was going to get to watch one of those episodes was if I did my workout, I'm going to get my workout in. Like, even if it was a 1 on that. Because it's not about the workout. It's about getting to watch the show. And you kind of got to do that if you're low on that scale. Okay? So, I'm going to cancel HelloFresh. Let's bring this back. I'm going to go ahead and cancel HelloFresh because it's just not worth it anymore. Okay? Ask yourself what it is that you're showing up to the gym for. For me, it was for the muscles. It was to lose the fat. It was to not be the chubby hubby that I was. It was to be the hot hubby, to be the best version of myself going forward. Okay, that's your why. It's kind of like what gets you going, what gets you into the game. However, if you're doing something you hate to get something that's like in the future that you don't have yet, if you keep having to like delve into this, I hate doing this, and the results haven't come yet, like let's say you show up to the gym one day, just once, okay? You did your workout, and you say you hated it, but you did it. And then all of a sudden next week your dream body was there. You don't have any problem working out, would you? Because that's the immediacy of it. The trip up with these workouts, with these doing this fitness stuff, is that it takes too long. We're impatient. We want it now. So you got to kind of find some way to love the process. If you're 100% all about the product, all about the results, and you hate the process, that's the formula for failure, my friend. Eventually it's going to give out. Something's going to give. Unless you rig the game in your favor, okay, going forward. So that was one of the big ahas that I had during this weight loss transformation, during this chubby hubby to hot hubby transformation that I went through. Because that's what got me into chubby hubby territory in the first place, was my lack of motivation going forward. Because it was like I'd show up to the gym, I'd get on a motivation kick, I'd show up to the gym for a couple weeks and then fall off. So, hey, if you need some more help on this fitness motivation side, that's where I scratched my own itch. I created what's called the Warrior Motivation Method to basically fix my motivation issues. And if you like this kind of stuff, these kind of tips, these kind of tricks, motivation hacks, if you will, then I advise you to go get your book. Go to warriormotivationbook.com and go get your book. It is practically free. It's $5. Whole bunch of bonuses built in. It's awesome. Go there, get your book now, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.